Tech Natural is insane. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending lopatite, no skill, just a lot of height, hit them with the boxes right, that make them drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending lopatite, no skill, just a lot of height, hit them with the boxes right, that make them drop the mic. We drop a hot one, pumping like a shotgun, number one spot, there boat, we got a lock, son. The top the key, my thoughts run deep, approximately a clock speed, Mach 3, hyper velocity sound, tear it up and break it down. Well, wait later, they might as well hate us now. So we built a foundation on solid ground, cause haters huff and puff, try to blow us down. We're not slowing down, in fact we getting quicker. We used to flow ill, now we diagnose sicker. Taking natural, yeah, we elevated, so far ahead of the game. Now we feeling segregated, cause competition, yeah, we got them frustrated, cause they a duplicate, we custom made it spit. Yo, they got hip hop suffocated, it can't breathe, we just here to resuscitate it. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending lopatite, no skill, just a lot of height, hit them with the boxes right, that make them drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending lopatite, no skill, just a lot of height, hit them with the boxes right, that make them drop the mic. Attacking supernatural, launching air strikes, from the intro it ain't a fair fight, no. Just when you thought you were prepared right, bringing skills short like Frodo's and no like a butter knife, but don't cut it. Mediocre MC still got the game flooded. It's overflow from the engine to the carburetor. We got them sweating, breathing heavy like Darth Vader. Now they're trying to settle quick like an arbitrator. By talking smooth like a phone sex operator. I bite the style, but it has no flavor. We're here to stay, so hate us now or hate us later. Still kick the data with soul like Taylor. So pack it in and abort to the layer. Cause hiding out's the only thing that'll save ya from the wrath of the warpath. If you don't know the half, it's a too fast, do the math. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending lopatite, no skill, just a lot of height, hit them with the boxes right, that make them drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending lopatite, no skill, just a lot of height, hit them with the boxes right, that make them drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending lopatite, no skill, just a lot of height, hit them with the boxes right, that make them drop the mic. We bring a proper light, cover helicopter light, loud like a chopper bite, lock seal the watertight, descending lopatite, no skill, just a lot of height, hit them with the boxes right, that make them drop the mic. Bring a proper light, yeah, we bring a proper light, bring a proper light, yeah, we bring a proper light, bring a proper light, yeah, we bring a proper light. Tech Natural, yeah, we bring a proper light, 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 yeah, we bring a proper light.
Oh, shit. I forgot to take off the banner. Damn it. What up, people? What up, people? There you go. There you go. I got it. Welcome back to the show, guys. Another episode of the Chaos List. Glad you guys could join us once again. We got the panel in the house. We got a special guest in the house today. My boy Terrence is up in the house. Danny will probably be coming in later. First thing we're going to do is go around the panel so you guys can talk about your channels. Gaishka, you were up first, my friend. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
Well, Basco Scenario is my channel. Gaming clips is what I have so far. I'm working on it, but got some PC troubles, so might be longer than I thought. But overall, you can catch me on Chaos Central shows with Danny, Anzo, Chris, and everybody here. So yeah, that's where you can find me. So check out that. Subscribe to Chaos Central to get all those alerts.
That's right. Chris Knight, you are up. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
Yeah, Real Review 3000, Chaos Central, of course. Got some stuff going on this week, last week, internet issues, all that fun stuff. But I'm hoping next week I can have enough figured out that I'll be back on it. I know tomorrow night we'll definitely have a new Unmasking the Masked Singer for this new season that's coming up, starting tomorrow night. And then, like I said, next week, hopefully we'll be back to everything being at least back to normal enough that I can get back to my normal schedule and videos and stuff. So here's hoping. But other than that, glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Glad you could make it. You know that. Special guest that we have in the house, Terrence. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
Oh, yep. Can you hear me?
Can hear you.
We can, yep.
Okay, yep. How you doing, humans? Terrence here. yeah, you know, sometimes in life, you know, I'm not on a lot of panels, but you know, I definitely pop up randomly at different times. You know, everybody on this panel here, you know, I'm cool with. You know, Anzo is my brother, and you know, I was just letting him know earlier that you know, taking a bullet for him would be easy. You know, that's just what I do. And my channel, you can find me on T Virus Terrence, and over there, lots of interesting videos and ways of focus points and topics. You know, sometimes, you know, I do things and humans, they get a little scared. You know, they're not sure what Terrence is going to do or say. But while, you know, this platform has a bunch of rules, you know, I just still tend to do and say what I want. It's come to my attention that, you know, certain humans might want to see a Terrence OnlyFans. So, you know, you never know what may happen there. You know, that'd be interesting. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, I don't feel like shame or embarrassment, so like that'd be interesting. You know, it's got to happen naturally, though. You know, I got to wake up on a Tuesday and go, you know what, OnlyFans, and then you know, you never know. But,
Way to let it all hang out.
oh yeah, definitely. Because you know, I'll often say in videos, you know, you know, naked, the dick is hard and stuff, but you know, the viewers can't see all that on the platform. So, you know, you gotta get the restrictions and stuff. And,
They'll be like,
I'm not trying to get.
that's not my face hitting my mic.
Oh my god.
Didn't cross my
LDG,
mind.
the Will Smith clip, please. Play that shit. Will skip. There, no, wrong one.
Yeah,
Wrong.
wrong.
Wrong
Didn't hear it
one.
anyway.
Thank you, Agent K.
There we
Ladies and
go.
gentlemen, if you will, look right here. Okay, you know you're on an airplane and the flight attendant asks you to turn your cell phone off, and you like, I ain't turning my cell phone off. That don't have nothing to do with no damn airplane. Well,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But you know, it's all about having fun. So you know, it's fun for me to make videos. So you know, that's the whole point. So
Absolutely.
you know,
And
keep an open mind. Yeah.
and if you guys haven't subbed to his channel, sub to his channel. This guy puts out more videos than anybody I know on YouTube. Like really and truly, like I seen 3 of them pop. It was like Terrence video. I was like, what the fuck? 3 back to back. I seen 3 video notifications. I was like, God damn, man. You are muted, LDG. Hear you talking, but you're muted.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, I have 12 mute buttons. Yeah, so I mean, he does it all hours of the night, right? So we'd be chilling backstage, whatever, hanging out, and he'd be like, all right, man, I'm about to go to bed. And then fucking Terrence drops some fire ass freaking porn review video. Ah, fuck, I can't go to bed yet. I gotta watch this shit. You know it's fire.
I don't know if he picks how he picks the times, but just like 3 o'clock in the morning, Terrence video pops up. 12 in the afternoon, Terrence video pops up. Like, Jesus, like, damn, bro. Tell the people about your channel, LDG.
What's going on, guys? Sorry, I was about to fix my background here. LDG Pixels, guys, here to help you out with your computer issues, including you know, helping these guys out here. Have any issues at all, just hit me up, guys. That's what I do. Also on Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica, where you're hanging out, doing the waiting room, the stream between the streams, hanging out, waiting for someone cooler to stream. Do watch parties, Saturday Married with Children. Coming up with some Z Nation next week. Just finished up WandaVision. Awesome. That was kick-ass, which, by the way, was the last time I got a boner, was episode 9, along with everyone else. I think that was the first worldwide unwanted boner ever. Thank you, Kevin Feige. You rock. And let's tear it up tonight, guys. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Elihu, tell the people about your channel, sir.
Well, if you ever ask yourself what's up with the universe, hey, tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon Pacifically, specifically at 12 noon Pacific time, where we talk astronomy, science, not science fiction, science, you know, like magic, but real. Astronomy, astrophysics. Tune in tomorrow. We're having a special episode. Talk about black holes. Yes, black holes. And I really like what Alternator put in the chat about LDG's little channel. He's the guy to talk also. Yes, he does talk a lot. Good English, man. And congrats on the 600 Donzo.
And thank you. And speaking of the chat, I do appreciate all you guys. Khalib, Chessis, Ostinator, got Dandelion in the house, Walter. Who else is in there? Yeah, Eli was in the chat. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to, hey, Elihu, did you say you're talking about Bandana tomorrow?
No, black holes. Not the Disney movie. Not the Disney movie.
I thought you said Madonna. I mean, or maybe I'm getting Madonna and black holes confused. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, Madonna loves her black holes.
Black holes matter, man.
Oh!
Black holes matter.
I was gonna say
Hose?
something, but
Did you say hose?
When you know all you guys
hose.
that are in here, and yes, I did hit the $600 mark. 600 sub
$600. He sees his subs go up. He's like he's like Scrooge, but he just sees dollar signs popping up. Ding!
The 600 sub mark. I do appreciate it, but at the end of the day, I just got lucky. That's all it was. I didn't do nothing special. Dropped a video, watch party, and I got lucky. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully,
shit happened.
hopefully it keeps going up. You know what I mean? But all the support I've been getting, I do appreciate it. So thank you, everybody. Once again, can't say that enough. But you guys know how the show goes. We have 3 topics, and then we have our honorable mentions. And just to let you know, all these motherfuckers here dropped the ball because I left a message in the chat saying you all have a chance to give an honorable mention on me, and I will pick the best one. And I did not get one honorable mention.
Oh,
I
missed it. I didn't see it.
I at least thought Chris was going to put one up there for you, man. I'll let Chris do that. He's got it back.
But one of my honorable mentions were for
and he's
JJ.
frozen. He's frozen.
And
Chris is frozen.
Oh, Chris is frozen. Okay. I thought you said me. I did have an honorable mention for JJ, but JJ's not here yet. So I am going to give you guys a chance right now. If you got one.
I do.
The floor is yours.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Will Onzo ever admit Stephen Curry is the best 3-point player ever?
Absolutely. Well, it's best 3-point shooter ever. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll admit that. I'll admit that.
He kicked ass at the All-Star, man. Come on. Even Dr. Ken Jung even agrees. Doctor agrees. Come on.
I didn't even watch it.
I was watching some of the highlights on the news. I'm like, okay, this guy kicks ass.
I didn't even watch it.
Turn around.
Does anybody else have one? I mean, guys.
Yeah, I was wondering. Onzo.
Go ahead.
The one thing is, you got all these celebration streams, but yet you have yet to do something a lot of other channels have been having. 24-hour stream.
Oh,
do you think Onzo should do a 24-hour stream, guys?
Actually, yes. I did one for my birthday as well, so he should do one for something.
What do you guys think in the chat? Hashtag Onzo 24/7, eh? 24 hours, man.
I think I'll be willing to stay awake for about 20 hours for that, too, to help him out.
I did 8 hours.
That's
too short. For Terrence.
Too short.
And that was good enough. I did an 8-hour stream. I'm not doing no 24-hour stream. That is not happening.
I sneeze 8 hours. Okay, you got to go the full 24 hours, man. There's nothing better than chilling with your viewers, chilling with the community, pulling 24 hours without sleeping, having fun, and not to mention it does great wonders to your watch hours.
Yeah. You do it.
I even said I would do a 36-hour, but I didn't get to 5,000. So
no. Okay, so Onzo can do it as a treat. You do it as a threat. Okay,
yes.
You're the other way around. You be like, if I break 5,000, I'll do a 24-second stream. Okay, that's what people want.
Okay, fine. I'll just put it up before my intro's even done. I'll stop.
Jeez.
Just remember when you hit that mark, though, Chris. I'll remember that you got to do 36
No.
hours.
I had a date for it, and that date came and went.
So why don't you extend it though? Just extend the date. You never know what could happen.
I might. We'll see.
Chris Knight, just do a Coming to America watch party. There you go. The sad part is I'm kind of not kidding.
Well, I know
the longest stream that I've done. I think the longest stream I've done was like.
I've been wanting to do some watch parties, but.
Hold on, Chris. What'd you say?
Just fast.
I said I've been wanting to do some watch parties, but.
You can't hear us.
No, Chris can't hear us. Yeah, Terrence, what did you say? Your longest stream? Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah, no, I was saying the longest stream I did was like 13 to 14 hours. That was on my other channel. And it was just me, you know, it was like midnight, you know, everything was quiet in the world and I was just in my bed and I just started the stream. And I just,
Well,
you know,
I know if I ever had to do a 24-hour stream, I could call you and you'd be doing the whole thing with me. But
With clothes on,
there, bro.
now,
What's up,
see,
man?
now, see,
on.
the only
Huh?
the only thing that I had to make sure is that I didn't fall asleep because, you know, at the time when I was doing the stream, like because I was in the bed, I was naked. So like if I would have
Really?
fell asleep, who knows if, you know, the covers would have came off accidentally and stuff would have,
Accidentally.
Yeah,
Right.
accidentally,
You like
right.
when I'm just saying, you like when you tossing and turning when you sleep and then you wake up and then your channel has been removed. I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, sometimes when I wake up, something else moves.
Yeah.
Oh, so LDG, so you do 24-hour stream? You do one?
Yeah, I did 24 hours on. I think that's when I broke 100 subs. I did a 24-hour stream. Yeah, man, it was something special, dude. And no sleeping. Like I was up the whole time. We were
Fuck
chilling,
that.
We played some online poker. We had open panel. We were people in and out. Bird of Prey popped in, but everybody was popping in and out, doing their thing. I love the support, loved the chat. I mean, it helped with my hours and everything. And then once that 24-hour hit, I'm out. I was gone.
I tell you this,
Please.
that's exactly what you guys would see if I ever did that. After a couple, whatever time, you would just see me like, I'd be snoring and shit. If that's what you guys want to watch for like 4 or 5 hours, then no problem. I'll do
Hey,
that.
as long as you mute yourself while you're snoring, we can talk about you, okay?
Well, what if I forget to mute? What if I'm like talking and I'm like, oh, just hold on a second, and I forget to mute, and next thing you know, I'm just like. Because when I'm tired and it hits, I can just go like that.
You wouldn't be the first person to do it.
Yeah.
To
all
see,
you gotta say and then just put their static in the description.
yeah.
I don't want to
think
be.
what's helpful too is that, especially if you do like a 24-hour stream as a celebration for getting so many subs, is that you give all your new subs because you're doing 24 hours. So you're giving people that little window to come and say hi and congratulations. You know what I mean? So you eventually should get like, you know, all 600 people popping in, or, you know, most of them or whatever popping in, instead of just doing that one stream that some people are asleep, some people are at work. You don't know. You do 24 hours and you basically cover the entire day for everybody to. Oh crap! Let me pop in and say what's up.
Covering the spread.
Yeah.
I was never good at betting, so I'll let the spread slide on that one. Honorable mention number 2, because we don't have number 1 because JJ's not here. But I figured, you know, I gave these guys a chance to give something on me. They didn't really come with no fire, so I had to come one of my own.
LDG, play that Will clip.
Do you think Anzo is the greatest grand champion of the Royal Rumble ever?
Well, that is
Will Smith. Play Will Smith. Play Will Smith.
That is that's a loaded question, Anzo. And as proprietor of the Weekly Rumble, I have to say this.
Yeah.
The answer to that question, technically, is yes. You are the greatest ever.
That's right.
But the technical part of that is there's only been one so far.
That is correct.
Hey, I'm a 6-time loser, okay? So, no, you're not.
But trust me, when I get 4 of them, when I get 4 grand champions, that's going to go down. It's going to be it's going to be the 4 grand champions together, and we're going to come up with some crazy shit.
Grand champion of all grand champions. I am down for that.
It was crazy because I think that show, I was my third time being on YouTube when I actually got onto that show. I had no fucking idea what I was doing.
Hey, next
Don't
time
worry, nobody else knows what they're doing on that show.
Well,
oh my god,
the one that won the grand champion did, but I you know what I mean. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know.
Anzo. Okay, you know. Here's another honorable mention. You know, Anzo's a cool guy, guys. All right, but when it comes to like his ego, he says him looking for humble pie is like.
Found anything yet? We ain't found shit.
Man, he really pushes that shit.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
No,
wrong
I
with that.
appreciate
Take it from a master of ego.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need humble pie. You don't
Nope.
just don't ever eat it. If you don't eat it, nobody can fuck with your ego. It's good.
That is
It's all
correct.
up. Fuck
See
the
me, and Chris,
humble.
me and Chris on the same page. You see what I'm talking
Anzo,
about? That's what I'm talking about.
Anzo, you
I
just got
really
lucky
need
at
a
the
bullshit
wheel,
super
okay?
chat. I need a bullshit super chat so
No.
bad. I'll be slamming
Anzo
on
just
that
got
thing
lucky.
right now.
He just got lucky at the wheel spin. That's all he did. It's just all
Yeah.
bullshit. Hey, I'm a six-time loser, so I can complain, okay?
I get it, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Luck or skill.
It's the
It's
luck.
still the grand champion.
Luck
And
of the spin.
since Chris didn't do the card, I would show what I'm going to use for the card, but I'll wait till Chris creates it. You know what I mean? You guys will love it. You know what I mean? You'll see it. Don't worry. But number 3, this is the one that I'm really interested in because I actually have a visual clip for this one. So,
Oh God, not again! No, not please, no, no.
Honorable mention number 3.
Yeah.
Now that WandaVision is over, do you think LDG will now become Pookie from New Jack City?
It's got me, man. I don't got no control over it, man. I try to kick, man. That shit just be calling me, man. Be calling me, man. I just gotta go to it.
Forever and ever.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
How much do you have to beat that into me? Okay, I thought the whole we're done at Sunday, but no, you got to keep beating it and beating it and beating it.
Where's my money?
You were wrong. You were admitted. He hasn't admitted he was wrong yet.
Dude, nobody was right. The only person who was right was the one person who guessed Skrull. Okay, that was the only person who was right.
Or
a few.
the person that picked Wanda versus Agatha, Vision versus Vision.
And everybody knew it was Wanda versus Agatha.
No, not everybody.
Blah, blah, blah.
Everybody thought that Mephisto was gonna be coming in and all kinds
Mephisto
of
is in it. Matter of fact, we found out that
he's
Mephisto
not.
actually is in it.
He's not in it.
not.
No.
Yep.
The
Yes,
rabbit
he
was
is.
not. The rabbit was not Mephisto. The rabbit was.
Yep, they filmed
familiar.
it. They
Familiar.
filmed
They
a scene that they're going to show later.
They
Hold
did
on.
not film it. The deleted scene was not a deleted scene. It was a deleted concept scene. A deleted scene means something was filmed and not shown. This was never shown. It was just a concept.
Yeah.
The
Again,
Scratchy
you're just
was a familiar.
You're just saying that.
This is the
You're just
interview I
saying that.
saw on Kevin
You have
Smith's.
no proof.
This is the interview I saw.
There was
on
no
Kevin Smith's
confirmation
channel, okay?
about that yet.
Oh,
There's
really?
No confirmation about
Would
that
you
yet.
like-
Yeah,
You
no.
might want to watch Kevin
Would you
Smith's
like-
interview.
No,
channel.
I read the same thing you read, but I think
No,
they're
no,
lying.
I watched
They're doing
no,
that
no,
on
no, no, no.
purpose.
I
I
watched
want
for
to
the interview.
see Doctor Strange, and when we see Doctor Strange 2, we'll see if they play that scene, just like they had the deleted scene in frickin' Endgame, that or the scene that we got in WandaVision of her seeing the body and shit, the security footage camera.
Yeah, sorry.
That was not supposed to, right? Well, what's up? I'm telling you.
Hold on.
That security camera footage never showed her taking the body. People
If
just
you
assumed
want-
she took the body.
If
We
you
didn't see
want-
the kids die.
LDG,
Right? Yeah.
LDG.
What?
If you want, I can play the clip where the director actually says it from his own mouth on an interview.
I saw this
That's
Kevin Smith interview.
But
man.
how many things did people involved with production say something and we found out it was wrong?
Not after the fact.
This is the director.
No, we had two people specifically say something and they were both wrong.
Not
Hey, Anzo,
after
can you
Two
roll that
people.
beautiful bean footage?
not after the fact. I'd have to go
I've
look
already
for it.
I've already
I'm
seen it.
about
That's
this
I'm
clip.
saying, but
I would like
they're
to
gonna
see
do
this
it.
clip.
What's that, Terrence?
I would like to see this clip that you're talking about, Anzo, because I know you're on point, so I just want to see what you're talking about because I'm like at a loss.
Oh yeah. It was on what's his name? Kevin Smith channel, but I watched it on New Rockstar did a video on it. And
Okay, I saw his.
yeah, I'll try and find it.
I didn't know you subscribed to our channel.
Yeah, I'll try and find. I'll show you guys later. It's not an issue. That's easy to find. Yeah, you're right, Austinator. He was about to get the Phantom Zone. You are really right. He was so close to catching the Phantom Zone.
He's like Arthur Fonzarelli. He can never admit he's
Wrong.
wrong. Yeah.
Well, we are going to get into topic number 1, guys. That was good with the honorable mentions, but topic number 1
Bring
is
it.
Coming
Whoa.
to America 3.
I gotta
Now,
verify this. I gotta
despite
verify
Coming
this.
to America 2 receiving decidedly mixed reviews, the comedy sequel has already been a hugely successful release for Amazon. And now Eddie Murphy has revealed that he plans for a third go-around. Don't hold your breath. Coming to America 2 took a long time to make it to the screens, and according to the comedian, the same would apply to Coming to America 3. Now, do you want to see a Coming to America 3? Whoever wants to start it off can go ahead.
Haven't seen 2, didn't like 1, don't care for 3. I'm
What?
looking forward to
Wait,
it.
what? Oh, Chris got kicked out. Hold on, Chris. There you go. Hold on. Sorry, Chris. I had to bring you back before I did this, but hold on. You know what's coming, right?
I guess I had this on.
Down.
You will not down before me, Jarrell! Both you and them one day, Jarrell!
Now, you didn't just say you didn't see it. You said you didn't like Coming to America. What the fuck? You kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. I didn't like the first one because I thought it was bad off comedy. It was bad comedy for Eddie Murphy. He was better in The Golden Child than he was in Coming to America, the first one. I didn't have to see. That's my personal opinion. I did not like the first one, so I'm like, okay, I don't want to see the second one, so I'm not interested in the third one.
What up, Danny?
Wow.
Danny, you hearing this shit?
Yeah.
What?
Repeat yourself. Repeat yourself, Eli.
I did not think his comedic genius was applied amicably in Coming to America. It's applied more in Golden Child.
Oh, he kicked himself.
you.
Oh no, who kicked? Oh, Kristen.
Thank you.
He's on a phone. He's
No,
got
Yeah.
Kristen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Chris is having it. Okay, Chris is
Are you
back.
trying to say
Danny.
that?
He ain't like
That he
Coming
didn't
to
look-
America, bro.
No.
Oh, he's back.
You're
The
fired.
first one.
Fired.
He
The
thought
first
Golden
one.
Child.
The
He thought
first
Golden
one.
Child showed more of his talents than Coming to America.
Yeah.
When
Golden Child.
Eddie Murphy played like 5 different characters.
Come on, Falcon.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Eddie Murphy was like
I'm
the
rescinding-
king of multiple
rescinding my
characters
invitation.
before Tyler Perry was.
Yes, I know
Absolutely.
this. I know this. But I didn't like his other characters. There was like, you see the barber, you see the janitor, the guy sweeping up is like, same personality, different makeup. I'm like, okay, that was not really good acting there.
When Coming to America
You
ended,
trying to say the barber and
the Jewish guy.
the Jewish guy got
Jewish
the same
guy.
personality?
You mean a black man
There is
dressed in
no
a white
way.
face? Nobody says jack shit, but a white person dressed in blackface, people go, oh, shit up about that? Yeah, I got a problem with that.
Maybe now, but not back
I've
then.
always had a problem with that.
Oh,
I've always had a problem with that. Nobody complained jack shit when White Chicks came out.
You know why?
I've always had a problem with that.
You know why? You know why, Eli? Because when white people have done it, it was to degrade us. No one said shit. Hold on. No one said shit when Robert Downey Jr. did it.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
But no one else
Well,
did.
no,
No,
they're-
we as black
A
people,
lot of
we
other
didn't
people
say
did.
shit. No, they did not. No, they did not. We did not care because he did it in a way that wasn't degrading to us, and it was funny as hell. So it had nothing to do with that. Yeah, go ahead, T.
Okay.
I still personally think it's wrong.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Eli, like I want you to hear this, hear me pretty clearly. So the problem is that you have to look at these things by case basis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're talking about a lot of the material from like 6 decades ago, right? When you had, white people doing the black face, that was meant to, make my people, black people, look like monsters. We were slow, we were this, we were that, whatever the narrative wanted us to be. And it was done in a disrespectful way, right? Like if you look at Tropic Thunder and you look at Robert Downey Jr. doing the whole, what people call blackface, that's different compared to the other stuff because he was just merely playing a character. It was not meant to degrade or disrespect
Actually
black people.
acting. He was
Yeah.
actually
he was just
acting.
acting.
Mhm.
He was just a character. It wasn't meant to go, here's what this white guy is doing, and this is how you should think of black people as all this negative stuff. It's all about the context and the case by case basis. You have to look at it that way. If you just group everything into one category, it's not fair. You cannot paint a broad stroke with stuff like that, especially when it comes to comedy. So I'm not gonna look at it that way. I mean, if that's how you feel, that's fine. But
Yeah.
I just
Mhm.
I just want you
Yeah.
to think
I mean,
about it. Yeah,
being a Star Wars fan, I'm sorry. Being a
No,
Star
no.
Wars
Yeah, go
fan, you
ahead.
should understand that only Siths deal with absolutes. You can't. Nothing is absolute. Okay.
And-
The second everything's absolute, that means nothing will be able to get done. If you paint everything with a broad brush, you're not going to be able to do anything. You know what I mean?
And
Right.
Tim said, and you are correct. About 3 or 4 months ago, yeah, they did find him on the net, and they tried to cancel him for that. And we were like, most people were like, "Fuck that, no way!" And nothing else ever came out of it, right? Because what he did wasn't degrading. It wasn't like he was trying to disrespect. And they even made jokes about it in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So towards the context, yes, I understand. But Eddie Murphy, when he did that and Coming to America, I did not know that was him until the end credit scene. I was like, "Oh fuck, Eddie Murphy was a Jewish guy? Wow!"
Aha!
So he did a good job with that, man. And Danny, since you came in late, the question was, do you want to see a Coming to America 3, basically?
No, I don't have to see that. I mean, I would watch it, but do I have to see 60 years after the fact? I don't have to see that. I was satisfied with what what they did.
Mhm.
But if they show it, I'll probably more likely go watch it.
Well, that's the thing. The rumors are that and I'm saying they're rumors, but the same rumors are that Eddie Murphy wants to work on a third one.
Well, this is
Well,
like
I don't
what?
want it to be 30 years from now. Maybe like 10 or 5 after.
Wait. When did Coming America come out? It was in 80 what? 85 or
I don't remember.
Hold on, I'll find out.
86, 85, 86, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking almost 40 years. Well, okay, no, you're
88.
right.
40 years.
It came out in 88.
Yeah, so
Damn, I'm old.
33 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they make a third one, let's try to keep it under 10 years.
Yeah,
that's all I would
absolutely.
say. I mean, and again, I've listened to Eddie Murphy enough in a lot of interviews to know that he did it. He stopped doing a lot of those movies because of his kids. They're all old now. They know what he did. They understand it now, and I applaud him for saying, "Hey, I'm going to step back from that." He played Donkey, great job. I would never have done Beverly Hills Cop 3 except for he was under contract to do it, so he really dialed it back on that, and it made for a poor movie, in my opinion.
Horrible.
But I understand why he did it, and I enjoy 3 for what it is. It's just not really a Beverly Hills Cop movie. It's like Beverly Hills Cop on TBS on a weekend. It's just cut down way to what it should have been. But now he's talking about he's going to do Beverly Hills Cop 4. I hope that's like it used to be, because I've seen bits and pieces of this. I have not seen it all yet. And this looks to be in the same spirit of Coming in America. Sounds like it has the same feel. I don't know. I haven't seen it all. But if he's back to doing that stuff again, just keep it within 10 years. Don't wait so long. You don't have a reason to wait now. Your kids are, you can't wait for your grandkids now. Like, you could just go do it.
Yeah.
So,
Danny, what were you saying?
You finished, Chris?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. I was saying, I don't have to see 30 years from now. I agree with what was said earlier. 5 years, no more than 10 years would be excellent if they do a third one. Because I would be kind of interested to see how Prince, his son, is doing, or whether or not the daughter is going to become the queen, because they really didn't put much screen time into his daughters. You don't know nothing about little girl and the middle girl. We know the most about Princess Mika. So I'd be interested to see how she becomes and develops as a queen and who her suitor would be. I'd be interested in seeing that. So if they make it, I'll definitely go watch it and support it. But if they don't, I'm satisfied with the product that we got a few days ago.
Got you. Anybody else?
Yeah.
I don't care much about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Terrence.
Go ahead, guys.
No, I'll just say I don't care much about a third one. I think they did it justice with the second. I think anything more than that, they'll be reaching.
All right, Terrence.
Before I wanted to tackle this real quick, the whole Eddie Murphy stepping away. Like I read in a recent article that he stepped away because before Dolomite Is My Name, he got some Razzie Awards for being the worst actor, right?
Yes.
So to me, it just was one of those things because he had stated in the article, he's just like, damn, when these motherfuckers give me like a worst actor award, it's time to step back. So, he decided to come back because he didn't want that to be the end of his legacy. So we got My Dolomite Is My Name and Coming to America, and to me, it was like when I saw those other projects, the more recent ones, it wasn't that I ever thought that Eddie Murphy was a bad actor. It was just more of like the movies that he's in are not good, but he's still the talent that he is. You know what I mean? So he's proved it in, stand-up comedy and movies. So once you prove yourself and then I see you in something that maybe I don't care for, it's never going to be me viewing you as like, oh, you're the worst actor. So to me, I just put it out there. I think it's bullshit, but
Oh, Pluto Nash was horrible.
Yeah, that was terrible. But that's just my point about
bad science
talent, being in something that's bad. It's like, okay, you're better than this. I've seen you better, so I just would like you to be in something good again instead of doing this sort of stuff.
He was nominated for an Oscar for Dreamgirls, right?
Right.
So he went from that to getting the Razzie. Plus, not only that, he also said that Coming to America took so long is because they just couldn't get the script right. Like Tracy Morgan, up until the last rewrite, was supposed to be his son. And
right.
Yeah, it was like, no, that just wouldn't have worked. You know what I mean?
Right. And then I think there were some complications too, because Tracy Morgan, he was doing The Last OG. I don't think that show is canceled. I mean, I saw like the second season a while ago, but he was wrapped up in that. But just wanted to throw that out there. But to your question, I did enjoy the second one a lot. I still prefer the first movie, but when it comes to sequels, I enjoyed it. I thought that you had elements from the first movie that were there mixed with some new ones, and it blended well to get like a nice film. Kind of reminded me of why I enjoyed the first one so much.
One of my biggest issues with it is when the king died, when Joffrey died, because the music comes on with Gladys Knight and it's fire, and then he dies, and then they make a joke out of it during the song. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Some people may not have seen part 2 yet and giving away spoilers.
Oh well, that's not really a spoiler.
I mean, but that was in the trailer though. So
sorry.
But no.
I'm sorry. I'm like, I spoilers, but I don't care about the movie. But other people might. But spoilers, hey.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
In
Like,
case.
spoilers. Yeah,
but
sorry.
I mean, I think we all knew that the king was gonna pass away, anyways, right? So.
Yeah. So.
Harlem Nights was good.
Like in terms of a third movie, of course I would watch it. I think that you should always go with substance over anything, really. Like because I've seen too many examples of individuals on the internet, this platform where they have virtually no money, and sometimes they do better stuff than the individuals in Hollywood that have these bloated budgets. So I think you should have passion and substance over just, oh, we have the money to get it done. So,
well, that's one of the reasons. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's just like, if he's gonna do it, I hope that he continues on the momentum of his recent success, and then try to kind of go over it a little bit, because with the second one, you had like a lot of the critics not really giving favorable reviews. So the best way to combat that is to come up with something that can be surprisingly compelling for a third movie, where traditionally third movies are the worst when you talk about franchises.
I I think Eddie Murphy stole. I'm sorry, Wesley Snipes stole the show in that movie. Wesley Snipes was so good in that movie, like his accent and everything. And when he first walks in with the swag and he's, I'm like, oh
The
god,
side drop, yeah.
yeah, it was funny. That part was nice, man.
Yeah, that
but
like his lines were too funny, Anzo. Just when he was like, "My father's still alive." Barely.
yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing Eddie Murphy also said too in one of his interview is that he was done doing cash grab movies. You know what I mean? So he basically admitted that a lot of the movies he did at the end to before he ended his career were like cash grab movies. So he said he's done with that. LDG and Eli, what do you guys think?
I already gave my opinion. I already said how his on, remember?
Yeah. I thought you might want to go in again. That's all.
Well, she is kind of hot, but now
I'm surprised you didn't send him twice because he kept on talking shit.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, but the Queen's Wesley Snipes' daughter though. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I don't think I've seen a picture of her.
Anzo,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, man, but when they talking about like, I need someone with personality and this and that, I'm just like that whole whatever you like.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like shit. Like I'm like I'd be happy.
I know. I was like, oh yeah, really? Okay, let me go show you what I like.
Hell yeah, yep.
And make me a sandwich after.
Yeah.
Like I mean, of course, I get it, but it's just one of those things. Like, damn. So whatever I like, huh? Okay.
LDG, what do you have to say?
Yeah. So I mean, I saw it. Yeah, I'm gonna say I see this movie like what they tried to do and failed with Bill and Ted's. With the latest Bill and Ted's movie, right? It was a movie that should have came out a while ago. It kept getting pushed back, and it's supposed to be a callback to an old film. And they did it. I think they did it sublime compared to Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted's they really did a sloppy job with it. It was real, like it had some good moments, right? It did have some good moments. I'm not going to say it didn't, but overall, Bill and Ted's, it looked like they kind of phoned it in. They didn't really do their homework on it. They were just doing it to like a cash grab, doing it for just the fact that we're just going to come out with the Bill and Ted's final movie and be done with it. And then the whole plot and how it ended and everything related to the storyline was just like if you actually watched it, you were like, what?
Yeah, I agree.
This is just a callback. That's it. Like, it didn't make sense. It didn't add to the story whatsoever. It was more like, remember this, and 2 + 2 = 5, and show's over. I think they paid Coming to America a great respect. They kept to the storyline. They brought back and I love how they brought back, she's your
yeah.
They brought all that back, and they did it in a way that paid homage and respect to the original movie, and not just. I didn't feel like they were just doing it just for doing sake. They just weren't flashing stuff in front. They put it together nicely. It seemed like, and you said they had to rewrite some of it and whatnot. And I'm glad to even hear that, because I never like it when I hear that a movie was just written once, right? There was no redo. There was nothing ever comes out right the first time, right? So it's good that I heard that they actually did put some extra work into this. But overall, seriously, loved it. I mean, the dying scene where the king died, to be honest, minus the fact that the movie doesn't have and I'm not going to say it doesn't have a serious overtone, because there were times where it did, but to have that comedian overtone, but it's flexible and dynamic with its with the scene manipulation of the viewer and the tones and the music and everything. That death scene was literally one of the most satisfying death scenes I've ever seen in my life. When people die and just because like when you get a death scene, right? Like, so much goes through your head. How is the actor dying? Like, do they just, or is it this or that, or the music, the surroundings, the whole 9 yards? That was like a 9.9 death scene. Okay, beautiful. The way he bowed his head,
Yeah.
What he said
Even
before, the
eyes, man.
music,
Even
everything.
his
That was
eyes, his
really
eyes.
hit me.
He looked like he was really gonna die, man. When he
Yeah.
looked at his eyes, I was like, "Fuck!" Sorry, guys, if you haven't seen it. Sorry about that, but yeah, it was. It
The
was well
last thing
acted.
is
Because he's
on
old,
that
too.
death scene is that how it implied that he knew it was coming.
Mhm,
That it was his will that was keeping him alive.
mhm.
Like he was waiting for that moment. He knew he was, he knew it was his time, but he got to, in the end, he got to choose his time. And that he was like, all right, I'm going, you be good, my son. And then he goes. And it's like,
Mhm.
oh my God, that was cool. I loved that scene. As
Yeah,
far
me
as
too.
like the comedic jokes and whatnot, I did like it. I liked Eddie Murphy and what he did. I definitely, and I called it too, when the son's like, girls want to get me. they want to bed me. And she's like, son, just go enjoy it, son. That's what they do here. That's their custom.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
like, son, bitch, I bet you she has 3 guys underneath her right now.
Yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers. We didn't see it.
Oh,
But yeah,
sorry.
yeah, it was
Sorry.
funny.
So Anzo,
Yeah.
No,
I feel like humans should understand too that Eddie Murphy has helped a lot of black actors and comedians. Like
Mhm.
that's real.
Right,
Like
definitely.
he knows how to step back to let somebody else shine. He's not a egotistical person, right? So,
Mhm.
that's something that is often overlooked that I don't hear a lot of humans talking about when it comes to Eddie Murphy, and I feel like this is important. And
Absolutely.
the second thing is, as a person that appreciates the Bill and Ted franchise, I gotta say that the third movie is not any worse than the second one. Like to me, the second movie is
The second
only
one
talked
sucked.
about in a positive way because of the Grim Reaper. Like let's be
Yeah.
honest, that's the
Yeah.
best thing in that movie. As to where the third one had more to offer away from that character. So I feel like the first one is the best, and the second and third movie have their golden moments. But depending on who you talk to, you have humans that don't like the second one, or they don't like the third one, or they like the second or the third one more. And you can go back and forth on that all day. But I feel like the third one has the more like human moments, like the whole speaking on humanity and stepping aside and what you can do to help one another. And sometimes it gets overlooked because of the goofiness that's in the movie, but something like that is there that I was able to notice. So I think that the franchise works together when you see all the individual pieces, in my opinion.
Yep. Shifty said, "Give me Nutty Professor 3."
Yeah,
hey,
man. Yeah. I don't
I
know,
would love
man.
to see him Nutty Professor 3. In the interview, he actually said that like the role, one of his achieving roles or crowning moments was Nutty Professor 3, because he does everything that he does in his career is what he did in Nutty Professor 3, So Shifty says Bowfinger was good. No, and I loved Bowfinger.
Where's the guy started?
Bowfinger was funny. Internet probably kicked him out. He'll be back.
Oh.
Yeah, Harlem Nights was good. Coming to America 2 should have been made earlier. That is correct. Trading Places is one of my favorites too. I love Trading Places as well. Anybody remember Meteor Man? Absolutely, David. You know that.
Well, you said
Dance fight. Touch the book.
You said Harlem Nights, right? That's the one with Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah.
And Arsenio Hall.
Yeah. You shot off my pinky toe.
You know what? I think like for me that movie, I thought it was okay, but I feel like the fact that Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy, their talent is so great that it exceeds the plot of the movie, like which is something that rarely ever happens.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Eddie Murphy did that movie like just because he wanted to do a movie with Richard Pryor, So
yeah, I'd have done the same thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. So topic number 2, guys, great one, is actually about WandaVision. Hey,
God, seriously? Oh my
word. No. But this is going to be a little bit different. So WandaVision finale has fans divided. What promises did it fail to deliver? Now, the final episode of WandaVision came and went, and as expected, crushed the Disney Plus servers as countless MCU fans were vying to see whether weeks of build-up hype would amount to something. While we did get to see the Scarlet Witch in all of her glory, all along with all the bad guys being defeated by the end, it did nothing to counter the aftertaste of disappointment, leaving many fans divided on whether or not the series actually delivered what it promised. Now, if you had the chance, how would you have ended this series? So I think Danny's on a call, so we'll start off with Chris. Chris, go ahead.
Anzo,
Yes.
Anzo, you did realize the consequences of that last sentence question?
Yeah, that's why I said
bringing that to this panel.
I'm a fast reader.
Keep it short, bro. Just keep it short, bro.
That's why I said.
All right, so Danny's back. Danny, did you get the question?
The last question was how would I end it?
How would you have ended WandaVision?
Let me guess. He wouldn't have done anything. I bet. Perfect
Silent.
ending.
Silent.
Yeah.
He needs to go see Hide His Odds.
I'm going to say this really quickly. I would have liked to see a little bit more excitement, but after I looked at it through another person's perspective, I kind of latched onto that. But if it was me, I would have liked to have seen the so-called Luke Skywalker moment. Somebody big. I would have been satisfied with either Magneto or Professor X. If they would have shown me one of those two in the end scene credit or anything, I would have been totally satisfied. But at the end of the day, I'm not crying over spilt milk. Was it what the theory said it was going to be? Hell no. But was it something I'm like, fuck, I'm just pissed off and I want to do this, want to do that. I don't feel that way. It was a Scarlet Witch origin story. I didn't know much about Scarlet Witch because she wasn't somebody that I read about a lot when I was reading comics. I'll know a lot more about it now, and it has me anticipating and waiting to see Doctor Strange 2. So I'm satisfied from that point of view.
I know you're satisfied with it, but how would you have ended it? What would you have done?
I would have had like I said,
specific.
I would have had Professor X or either Magneto come in and be like, Wanda, I'm your dad, blah 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 blah, and do something magnificent only that Magneto could do. Or I would have Professor X saying, "Look, I felt your pain. I'm Professor X." Show him do the telekinesis thing where he can just put all the information in her brain, and she'd be like, "Oh, whatever." And then they take out Agatha. At the end, I would like to see how we. I think yesterday you and I saw where they were saying the rabbit's supposed to turn into like a demon. I would like for that had been Nightmare maybe, or even Mephisto, and he kind of laughing or doing that little smile like Thanos did in the end of the movies. This something to like kind of whet appetite. Or it'd have been cool if Mordo would have come on the scene and said, I think I got to take matters into my own hands, something like that, because now he's on the side where he's taking people's powers. Or maybe if he would have went to the Agatha, who she turned to that brainless, nosy neighbor, and went to her and then taking her powers, or we think we take her powers, but really he didn't. Something like that would have been cool to see Mordo. Then I would have been happy with that.
All right, Chris, how would you have ended it?
Anzo,
Yes.
guys, can I just?
It's not your turn yet.
Can I go now? First, this one question. Can I jump in front of Chris real quick before anybody else says anything?
Go ahead. Just keep it to a minute because I know you're right. Go crazy.
Yeah, no. We're gonna keep it simple, stupid right here. So all right. With the shitstorm that we got after episode 7, right? I'm gonna have to flex with that, and the way I would have flexed with that, I think, would be very, very appeasing to the audience. Because what's one of the things that we got pissed off about? Little Miss Nightmare for 2 weeks needs to go to jail or something. So, and the fact that we had Mr. Bethany saying about the whole cameo, I definitely would have incorporated the X-Men in some form or fashion into the finale. I definitely would have incorporated Professor X, and he would have been the key to giving Wanda the closure, saying, "Okay, listen, you just fucked up. So why don't you come to my." He would take her on and give her the counseling she needs, the training she needs, help her clear her mind. And that way she's just not free on her own, that we know that there is someone, because what was the one thing everybody said, right? Who's going to fuck with her? Well, guess who could fuck with her? Professor X could. Definitely. He could have totally fucked with her. and danced with her, and maybe even have a scene where he does do that, but there comes a moment where, okay, he's fucking with her, but she makes the choice to go with him, so he didn't have to like do something serious, but does something serious to like pull her out of it, or show control, that he's having control over the Scarlet Witch. But in the end, she agrees to go with him and to get the training that she needs, instead of this fast forward scene where she goes from saying, I'm not a witch at the beginning of the episode, and then she's Yoda Jedi Master at the end with the Darkhold and all this crap that's going on. I would have liked to seen something like that. The only other thing I would love to have seen is, in fact, the confirmation. I would have moved the 2 end credit scenes that we had. The one with the movie theater, they could have had that the last scene, right, when she was coming out, and then made the 2 end credit scenes, possibly her in the future reading the Darkhold, or a scene of her over at the Professor Xavier's academy. But have the last scene be, in fact, the fact that at the last second before the kids got killed, Mephisto freaking came in, the bunny came in the room, turned into the demon, grabbed the kids, and freaking left with the kids, took the kids before the hex closed. That would have been cool.
Cool. Chris, how would you have ended it?
I mean, again, the biggest problem I have with the way they ended it was they just didn't connect it to the multiverse like they kind of made reference to. They said it would tie directly into Doctor Strange.
Feige himself said that.
I know, and so I'm not sure exactly how I would have ended it, but I don't know, have something to do with the multiverse in it. It to start ripping apart or opening up and letting certain things in. I mean, it didn't have to be the X-Men. It didn't have to be anything. I wasn't looking for anything major. I mean, it would have been cool to drop a cool bombshell on us, but I was fine with the fight and everything. I just think that they needed to tie it more directly to the multiverse, and they didn't do that. And because of that, I just think it was like, hey, you know what? We're going to give them the origin and whatever. And again, if they do a second season, then maybe that's the answer why they didn't do that. If they, maybe when we see Multiverse or Spider-Man 3, we'll look at it and go like, oh, I guess we just didn't realize it did tie into it. I don't know. I got nothing of the multiverse from this.
So what you're saying is you wanted a more like direct tie-in?
I don't even feel like it had any tie-in.
Okay.
There's nothing that leads me to believe that this has any tie-in to it. Now, I haven't seen it yet. The movie isn't out yet. That could change when the movie comes out. But then there's also the other thing. I've heard some people and some speculation that there is a second season because this was thrown at the front instead of the end of all this. It was supposed to be at the end. And when they moved it up to be the first, maybe they've changed their mind and they might do a second season. I don't know. Again,
right. See, that's why I asked you that, because like if you have to wait to see something else, it's not direct, because at this point we're making assumptions, right?
Yes.
So that's what I mean.
And that's, I am prefacing that at this point in time, what I have seen, no, I wasn't, I would want something more directly tied to multiverse. It's kind of an open-ended statement. I mean, I don't know if this was done right. I will say the fight scene, the introduction of Scarlet Witch, that was done properly. I liked how it was done. But I expected more out of this episode. It did not feel like a finale. It was like, I don't know, just somebody came in and said, you know, surprise, and they had a balloon and let go, and I'm like, all over the room. That's about all they did. It's like, that's literally what they did. And you're like, really? That's all you can do? That's how.
I feel you. Guys, how would you have ended it?
I would have not really changed anything. Maybe a little bit more fighting scenes with with Vision, between the Visions, a little bit more before he took off to the middle of nowhere. Which I still think he was sent somewhere, but the end scenes, this is where I would change it. The scroll, I agree, should have just been a scene. I would have replaced the end scene where she's studying and she hears her kid's voice, and go into a scene, I don't know, into the book or something where you see Mephisto holding the two kids, saying, "I'm waiting for you, Wanda," right? The next scene, it would go back to New York, to Doctor Strange's watch tower, whatever you want to call it. Sanctum. Thank you. I don't know what it's called. Sanctum, where Wong answers the door, and you just get off the floor, and you see this wheelchair walking in, or strolling in, and it's Xavier coming to speak to Doctor Strange, saying, I'm in urgent need of a Sorcerer Supreme, because he sensed what happened with Wanda. That's what I would have done.
All right,
Terrence. I like guys score. Right.
Terrence, how would you have ended it?
Oh man, first of all, man, that show would be completely different if I were in charge.
Thank you.
Oh boy,
yes,
completely fucking different. Because I look, man, I know that there's a habit of, because it's the MCU, everybody digests it and says it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm not going to do that shit, especially if there's something I think could have been done better. And this particular finale, like, while I enjoyed it, I'm like, nah, man, like, what was that shit with the white Vision? He was just like, I am Vision. And this nigga took off and didn't come back, Anzo. Like, what is that shit about?
I know.
Like, that shit was so fucking stupid. I'm like, so you mean to tell me that you got all those memories and you didn't think you should stay to help the love of your fucking life fight Agatha? Like, that shit was stupid to me. So for me,
thank you.
There would have been no white Vision. None of that shit. At least not inserted into the show in that way and have him rushed off. That was so meaningless and pointless. So no white Vision. What would have happened is I would have had Chthon. Chthon is the one who created the Darkhold. He uses chaos magic. I would have had him go up against Wanda, and the audience would have saw that she was being controlled by him, and that, because in the comics you have her getting possessed by that guy on multiple occasions, right? And this whole, the Scarlet Witch is more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme, you wouldn't have heard none of that silly shit, because it's not true. So that would have been out the window. So you would have had Chthon possessing Scarlet Witch, and from there it cuts to Doctor Strange. And then he's just like, he would sense what's going on because of the chaos magic and the Darkhold. He would go to that particular site, and then he would free Wanda from her possession, and together Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch would fight Chthon. Chthon would be in a position to where he almost kills Wanda, and then Doctor Strange kills Chthon. So at that point, the audience is like, oh, okay, so this is how it leads into the multiverse of madness. Doctor Strange sensed the threat and he came to stop it. But then you have the music playing and shit, and then they're just like, yo, what's wrong, Doctor Strange? And then at that point, he reveals that he sensed a huge threat, but Chthon wasn't who he sensed. It was someone else. And then from there, it would be revealed to you that Nightmare is going to be the main villain in Doctor Strange 2. So I would have left the audience with that. You know what I mean? And then as far as the two mid-credit scenes, I'm like, I feel like I wouldn't want to do Charles or Magneto coming in. That it's too sloppy. That's not thought out. Like, I want something, better planned for the X-Men. I don't want to cheapen them, because so many humans are waiting on seeing them. You have to get them right. And I want each character outside of who they are not to be where people see them and cheer by default. I want every situation to be meaningful. And meaning is very important in the MCU. Since they like to do a lot of jokes, I want to have substance. So I don't want no cheap appearances just for the sake of doing so. So if anything, I feel like the mid-credit scenes should have been teasing that. The first one would have been Wanda, she wants her kids back. So Doctor Strange warns her not to tap into magic that she's not supposed to be using. At which point, her urge to have her kids back takes over her. She plays around with the Darkhold, in which case it becomes too much for her, and that somehow cracks open the multiverse. And then from there, I would have like, you know, like how they have a lot of things where it flashes before your eyes and you see a lot of things at once. I want the audience to be flooded with so many images that they have time to dissect it. And then that final scene before it cuts out, I want the audience to see how terrified Doctor Strange is as he mentions something that's going to go down with Spider-Man. And there's so many other variables that he doesn't know how to deal with at the time. And he lets the audience know that Wanda is the cause of all that because of her willingness to forego all the precautions for the sake of bringing back her fucking kids who get reincarnated in the comics anyway. So I want the audience to be left with awe and dread. Like, oh my God, like, what does all this shit mean? I can't wait to get to Doctor Strange movie. And then what does that mean for Spider-Man? Like, what is Doctor Strange talking about? Like, I would have had, you know, certain tie-ins to the movies more directly, but at the same time, not cheapening anything. I want the audience to have this spectacle for them to understand fully how powerful Doctor Strange is and what opens up the multiverse of madness, so to speak.
Got you. And Elihu, how would you have ended it?
Okay, first I gotta say this. Nowhere in the MCU is Benedict Cumberbatch's character, Doctor Strange, called or referred to as the Sorcerer Supreme. He has not earned that title yet. Okay, I just need to mention that. Every single MCU movie gives us little hints and clues and innuendos toward the end of it. This end of the WandaVision, it left some empty holes. Like, I would explain the commercials. Like, what's the point of the subliminal commercials? That could have tied into the end of it, where she's at the end of the cabin in her astral projection form, and she hears a kid's voice. This is going, "Mom, help me!" And all of a sudden, she hears a voice say "Wanda," which is Doctor Strange. That would have been a good tie-in. Not just have to say Wanda. That would have been a good tie-in because she does not know who Doctor Strange is. She never encountered him. He was on another planet the whole time, so she has no idea who this guy is. She could have learned about Sorcerer Supreme and other sorcerers and other things in that Darkhold book. That's how she learned Astral Projection. Reading the Darkhold book, it has every single piece of magic in there. So yeah, like in the Flash chat, she could have learned AP from the Darkhold book. I mean, I would have at least explained those damn commercials. Come on.
You see, Darren said Doctor Strange was called Sorcerer Supreme in Infinity Wars.
War.
Yeah, and I believe he is right.
No, he was never called
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, he was.
Look. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Like, I could have sworn on multiple occasions that he was called the Sorcerer Supreme, and the Ancient One herself had mentioned that, on top of saying that he's the best of us. And here's the thing.
He was meant to be, Doctor Strange is meant to be the best of us. That's all she said about him.
Okay, but there are blatant contradictions in the MCU. Just like you I'll point you to a specific scenario. Like when Monica Rambeau was talking to Darcy and Agent Wu, when they were hamming up fucking Scarlet Witch and Captain Marvel, and they're saying, well, they came the closest to stopping Thanos. I'm like, do these motherfuckers have amnesia? Did they forget that Thor literally took on Thanos when he had a fully assembled gauntlet, went through his beam, and put Stormbreaker in his chest? And then at the beginning of Endgame, he literally killed him by cutting off his head. Like, what happened? Did they forget that?
Well, that's true.
I don't think they were mentioning that they were the only one. I think they were, but you're right. I mean, you're right. They didn't mention Thor, but I think they were just trying to say that they're powerful enough to stand up against Thanos. Right? Really?
To me, it's just like, okay, stop presenting it like that. I remember what they did, right? Because you will have those humans that say, don't go off the comics. Let's go off the movies. Okay, let's go off the movies. Well, that shit happened in the movie. Another thing that happened in the movie was Infinity War, when Doctor Strange went up against Thanos, when Wanda, she got taken out by some fucking missiles that all those other characters had to deal with. It was Doctor Strange who had this back and forth exchange
with Thanos when he had the gauntlet. So I'm like, they can miss me with this whole Scarlet Witch is more powerful than Doctor Strange. That's bullshit.
But you know what, though? To be honest, and I don't think I'm gonna get any fight back on this. We all do realize Thanos was just playing with them. He literally no matter who held their own, Thanos was just humoring them. All he had to do was fucking snap them dead.
Because he wrecked them all in the comics, right? Like, you didn't
Reality
have none
Stone
of
would
this
have
time
erased
traveling
them.
shit.
Yeah. I mean, that was the whole snap. He could have done an individual snap. The only reason he needed the entire gauntlet was because it took the entire gauntlet to snap the entire universe out of half the existence. You know what I mean? He could have easily gotten rid of one person in front of him. What? Boom! You're dead, gone. Don't even get a chance to freaking touch me. So I mean, I take it a step further when I say, oh well, you held your own. I'm like, Thanos wasn't even trying. Seriously, I mean,
like it's funny to me because I'm like, you really think that because she had him in the air, he was gonna die? It was gonna be that easy to kill him? Like, come on, man. Like,
my thing is, I'm not gonna like all the speculate, like all that stuff. I just would have to change that, and I would have just had Monica and Quicksilver have a better fight. You know what I mean?
Okay, sorry, I wanted to add something else. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to basically ask, like, okay, the fake Fietro part. I would explain that better instead of calling her Ralph Boner, because everybody realizes that. Yeah, I know that's funny. It's a callback for Growing Pains. Everybody realizes that Agatha controls everybody's actions when she does this. She's in control of people's actions, not the actual person's health. So, is he a mutant? Does he really have speed? Because she was just controlling his actions. He has super speed. Is he a mutant? I would answer that question.
No. I think
the necklace.
Did that.
No, the necklace
gave him the powers.
Did it give him powers, or did it control him?
Both.
Did she control people? She never gave anybody abilities. They never explained that part.
You're right.
How do you know that?
I only thought that she controlled people.
How do you know that? Wanda gave Vision abilities. All the abilities Vision had, Wanda gave that to him.
Because she created Vision.
No shit. Well, she created that guy by
he was there.
him.
He's a resident.
He was a resident, but I don't think he had powers. The necklace is what gave him the powers because after
the necklace controlled him. That's all.
No. He was a scared little poonanny after the necklace got ripped off.
Because
he didn't have powers.
He was like, "Don't kill me."
That's a good focus point though about the necklace. I mean,
it makes sense, but
him or is he actually a mutant with speed?
They didn't explain it, but I think that it did give him his powers. That's all I wanted to see different. But go ahead. What were you gonna say, LG?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to? Did you go or I
was just saying that's all I wanted to see. A better fight with Monica and Quicksilver. I wanted Wanda to be accountable for her actions at the end. You know what I mean? Shit like that. That's about
it. Yeah. You know what, Anzo too, like, man, to that Quicksilver stuff, you know what? I wouldn't even have put him in there. There was no reason for him to be in there. That was such a
it was a complete troll. They even said it in an article that they were doing it to specifically troll us. We just wanted to give you guys a shout out, and they basically hung a light on it that because they did it this time, that enjoy what we gave you.
Right. Thank you, Anzo. I'm pissed I missed that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anzo.
Missed what?
The accidental leak. I missed that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. We're gonna get into the next topic. I just want to let LDG finish what he had to say. Did you have something else to say, LDG?
I was, but all right. So the last thing I wanted to say was the Chthon. I'm sorry. The multiverse. Chthon wasn't. He had very little to do with any kind of multiverse. The Hex had nothing to do with the multiverse. There was nothing there that had anything to do with the multiverse. And I think, like I agree with Terrence, the whole story of WandaVision should have been a different story. And it could have been up until episode 8. Episode 8 is where it went completely left field. They could have done something completely different with those last couple episodes. But the one thing that could have directly tied the multiverse, that 100% has something to do with the multiverse, and give a big bad, and make Wanda the bad girl in Doctor Strange 2.
Yes, she is.
Ego Stone. If damn Nemesis would have been in it, because she's the one who created the Infinity Stones. She's the one who created the multiverse, and if she's the one who was the underneath big bad, and she took over Wanda as her body, or even White Vision, that could have happened too, because she could have created the stone and put it on him. She could have been the one to create this multiverse and say, okay, you guys are fighting me. You think you can handle it? Well, I'm going to turn it up to 11. And at the end of WandaVision, she cracks the multiverse.
Now, how could she create the multiverse when the first Doctor Strange, the Ancient One, told Doctor Strange about the multiverse? So how could she create the multiverse?
She's old. She's ancient. She's the original anomaly.
Not created, but open a porthole to the multiverse.
Yeah, she created the multiverse.
Just open it. No. There's a difference between opening it. But there's a difference between opening and creating, right?
Yeah.
So look, all in all, I enjoyed the show. I just would have did that shit differently. That's it.
Completely differently. Yeah, I'm talking about shit before, not now, Eli. Before, like trillions of years ago, she created the multiverse. She was the original being, Nemesis. She when she died, her body created the 6 Infinity Stones.
The 6 Infinity Stones came with at the birth of the universe.
Yes, she was the creation of the universe. Look it up.
Yeah, Nemesis. But now we're going to go on to topic number 3, guys. Great conversation on that one. Topic number 3 is Justice League accidentally leaks. Now, HBO Max accidentally leaked Zack Snyder's Justice League ahead of its debut later this month, playing the 4-hour superhero movie for some users who had been trying to stream Tom and Jerry 10 days before the movie officially premiered on the streaming service on March 18th. Many HBO subscribers began posting images of themselves watching the Snyder Cut. That includes a man named Doug Bass, who told The Hollywood Reporter that he was able to access the first hour of the movie before it was cut off. Do you think this leak was intentional?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is an absolute... There's no way. I'm 99.9 to infinity that this is not a mistake. Okay,
I really hate it when I agree with LDG.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I'm one, like, when I manage servers and manage data and scheduling and links and all that stuff. For this to be an accident, it would have to be a level of incompetence beyond incompetent. Okay, you would literally have to link Tom and Jerry to a different file. That was that's a file, right? What they were seeing was a file on a server that who would have linked Justice League to frickin' Tom and Jerry? You know what I mean? It doesn't. That had to have been a behind the scene, either a hack, could have been a hack, or someone that it was in an area that had access to the directories that either should have or didn't have. Maybe he works and USB thumb drive it or something, and literally changed the link to point to that file. That doesn't accidentally happen.
I think the better question would be is Zack Snyder or the powers that be meant for it to get leaked, or did somebody outside of that circle did it on purpose? That what I think.
Okay, so you're saying that maybe they did this to make it look like someone on the inside did it, but they did it on purpose, like how Disney did that. I want to know,
did Zack Snyder and the shot callers say, yeah, let's do this? Or did somebody trying to be a smart ass or trying to sabotage or have some other kind of agenda other than releasing it correctly? Did they do it on their own?
Guys,
it's a possibility.
Guys, if you guys don't realize that when something is accidentally aired, like HBO, if they accidentally air the wrong episode, within 5 minutes they cut it and they play nothing but commercials and promos for 20 minutes to reset the time. This played for a full fucking hour. People accessed it for an hour. They got a chance to see the first episode. This was an intentional leak.
I'm just pissed off. I didn't catch it.
Me too.
So am I.
I'm just pissed off. I didn't take advantage of it.
I've seen screenshots of it. Like,
shit. But they don't have a streaming service like this. They don't have people watching every channel.
Yeah, but let's be real. Which one of us here was going to click on Tom and Jerry to watch it?
I know. Come on. I
If one of
downloaded
us,
Tom and
if
Jerry
one
so I
of
can
us,
watch it.
if one of us would have said in a link, "Hey man, click on Tom and Jerry," they showing the first thing.
Yeah, of
shit,
course.
We'd have been,
Yeah, of course.
No
Yeah,
problem.
of course.
Hello.
Yeah. I would have been monetized with that video.
So
I would have got like
I would have
a
been
million freaking subscriptions in one little video.
I would have went non-science live for that. Okay.
What do you think, Chris? Oh, go ahead, Terrence. What are you gonna say?
No, I'm sorry. What was the Justice League question? I missed that shit.
Was it intentional? Do you think it was intentionally leaked online?
The first hour.
Yeah,
you heard
go
about
ahead,
that,
Chris.
right?
I'll go after you.
You heard about that, right? That the first hour was leaked. It was connected to the Tom
And it wasn't
Jerry.
a separate, yeah.
So anybody that clicked on Tom,
I'll go after Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, go ahead, Chris. Keep it running.
Yeah, I'm with LDG that these things in today's world, I guess it's not like the old days when they had 1,000 VHS or the tape.
They grabbed the wrong
master tape.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I got the wrong one. It's not like that anymore. These things are like scheduled in a computer with a digital file that everybody can, when they click that button that says I want to watch Tom and Jerry, it goes to Tom and Jerry. So it's either, like you said, it's somebody hacked and rerouted it. They went through, like the Sony hack. They had everything right there that HBO Max has set up for the next 3-4 months, because they already know the schedule of these releases, because they announced it a few months ago that, hey, every month we're gonna have a new major release. We're gonna do these things. So this has already been planned out and scheduled. So either somebody got into the system, found where these scheduling things were, and instead of Tom and Jerry, they kind of said, okay, no, you're gonna reroute and go here. Or somebody inside, possibly Zack Snyder and those people, Zack Snyder may have said, hey, you know what? Let's try this. Let them see the first hour on Tom and Jerry and see what happens. Watch the hype. Because everything so far about this movie has been hype.
That's correct.
And this is the exact type of hype you can do. Hey, people will be talking about this for, basically what they've ensured is for the next week until this movie comes out. People are going to be talking about this part of it.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, right? It's they connected it to Tom and Jerry too. It's like they know not a lot of people or not everyone is going to click on Tom and Jerry. You know what I mean? Some couple kids.
Like the secret menu at a restaurant. You go in there and you order something and somebody's that's never been there goes to you and says, "That's not on the menu." Don't worry, watch this.
Yeah,
it's that type of thing. So no, that what's LDG?
They could have done it to boost Tom and Jerry.
That too.
Views.
It's got bad ratings.
Views.
Yeah, I actually saw Tom and Jerry last night, and it's actually pretty funny, except for some.
See that out loud?
Pretty stupid Yes, I said that out loud. I watched Tom and Jerry last night.
Won't be long until they ban them too.
Hey, every single animal, even the dead animals, are cartoon animated.
All right, so
real quick, what day was it? I'm sorry, what day was it? I'm doing some research while you guys are talking. What day was the leak? What was the date?
Yesterday, 2 days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
2 days ago. No, wait, yesterday. Yeah, 7th or 8th. I forgot exactly
the Tom and Jerry, the Tom and Jerry episode that was dropped on the 7th.
Yeah,
7th or 8th. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So, to my understanding, based on a article that Tom and Jerry actually boosted HBO Max's subscribers. So there's that. And in terms of this whole Justice League leak, I think that someone there did it on purpose. Zack Snyder didn't seem to be fazed by it based on
I know.
interview that I saw him with Grace Randolph. Like, he's not fazed. Humans have to remember that Warner Brothers doesn't like Zack Snyder. They don't like him. They don't respect him either. So it's just, there's a lot of drama going on behind the scenes, but whether you like or respect him or not, you cannot deny the powerful fan base that he has. I mean, they're so vocal, and the Snyder Cut is coming. It went from, oh, we're going to see it, we're never going to see it, we're never going to see it, and now it's just so many days away. Like, that's amazing to me. So I think that somebody over there made a calculated decision
to do something with Tom and Jerry. And then, you know, a couple people watched it and they saw like maybe an hour and 30 minutes of it before they pulled it down. But even with like, if I would have been one of the individuals that would have clicked on that and then saw that, I wouldn't have watched it. And the reason why is because I would have had a feeling that I wouldn't have been able to finish it.
The whole thing.
And that would have fucking pissed me off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine watching it. You're enjoying it. Hour 30 minutes. You know that shit is 4 hours. And all of a sudden, just this message. Sorry, we made a mistake. Enjoy Zack Snyder's Justice League on March 18th.
I'm going to use a real crazy analogy. No, I ain't. I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
No, go ahead, Danny.
I'm just like.
Go ahead, Danny.
Wait.
We still about to get some boom, but we know we ain't gonna finish. We still gonna stop trying to get the boom boom. I'm not.
Hell no, brother.
Wait, what's happening?
This was a really big deal. I agree. Snyder would have said that on Twitter, Instagram. It would have been on the news. Like Snyder's upset about this alleged leak. There's nothing about that.
Yeah, sounds like he didn't.
Wait. Hang on. I'm at a loss. Like I heard Poom Poom in the Snyder Cut. What the fuck is going on?
Danny said, "Go ahead, tell him again, Danny."
I said that if you know you about to get some Poom Poom and you might not finish, are you still gonna stop trying to get Poom Poom? And my answer is hell no.
Okay, but I get that analogy, but at the same time, you know, because I feel like I would know that was an accident because it clearly has a release date. I'm going to be like, what the fuck is this? And then for the first few minutes, I would be excited, but I would stop because I don't want to go into that and not be able to finish it.
I hear you and I respect that, Terrence, but I'm a very shallow individual when it comes to that. I be watching the hell out of that shit, trying to record it, then be showing y'all. See, motherfuckers, I look what I saw. Y'all didn't get to see it, huh?
Look at that guy.
Like, especially if it cuts off on a part that gets crazy. So I'm like, damn, now I gotta wait 10 fucking days and I've already got a taste of this. That doesn't seem good to me. I know a lot of humans would have loved that, but I'm like,
and I feel what you're saying, Terrence, too. But at the same time, hold on, Eli, I wanted that guy to say something too. But at the same time, too, right? The people that have seen it now, if it's good, they'll be like, yo, you guys, I just seen the first hour. That shit is amazing. The anticipation for it is going to skyrocket as well. You know?
The only thing with suck on, though, if it was like Wonder Woman, because everybody saw the first 15 minutes of Wonder Woman, and I was like, damn. And then, boy, look what it turned out to be. Straight up shit sandwich.
Can you dignify LDG for a second so we can see the graph?
Yeah, Gashka, say what you're going to say. What do you think, Gashka?
I think it was done on purpose. Like, there's way too many safeguards to let shit like that leak. So
that's better.
That was done on purpose for people to talk about it and
absolutely.
Like I said,
there's no
they're
doubt
not
about
stupid. Everybody's going to be talking about this for the next week.
Absolutely.
Up until that comes out. Yeah. And that's all this has been. Think about it. Again, let's go back to when this all started. It started out with a handful of people. Hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Who was the first one to do it? Zack Snyder. Mm-hmm. Hey, I got this thing. It's in the can. It's ready to go. Hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Next thing you know, 30 people became 500. 500 became 10,000. 10,000 became 100,000. And then it became this massive wave. And they finally said, fuck it. Just do it. You got enough stuff here. We'll give you 70,000 or 30,000 originally. I think it went up to 70, whatever they did, you know. And here we are. And like I said, this is where Warner Brothers is screwed because they're trying to play this. We're not going to let him finish his vision. No, he's going to leave this in a cliffhanger. If what we've read is to be believed, we're going to leave this as a cliffhanger and we're not going to finish it. No, they were already starting the hashtag, what was or finish the Snyderverse, I think it's called, or finish something like that. No. It's called Finish the Snyderverse.
Oh, okay.
They want more. They want more than one more movie. They want him to finish his vision.
Well, yeah, because AT&T wanted that in the first place.
Well, that's fine. But what I'm saying is Warner Brothers is fucked because they think that they can just deny him that. No, they already tried to deny him a chance at doing the Justice League thing, and look what happened. He got it. Now it's not even the full thing. He has a second part that he would want to do. He says it's ready to get shot. You don't think that this is not something that Zack Snyder probably had his hands in? Because he is all about the hype. Again, he started the hashtag release the Snyder Cut hype months ago. And I was one of the people that said, I'll believe it when I see it. Here it is. I believe it. And now I'm saying Warner Brothers is going to play this game of, oh, no, we're not going to do that. Look, we've got a new Superman movie over here. We're doing the Batman. No, nobody wants to see that. I mean, I'm not saying nobody wants to see it. I just mean in the grand scheme of things, people want to see what Snyder had intended. And they're going to keep fighting for it. And Warner Brothers has fucked themselves.
Yeah, because they're hoping they put him on a pedestal right now, right? Like he's the last hope that they have in order to make everything better.
Right. Yeah,
but they're acting weird, like they're not going to. Every other movie every other movie that they've made, has been outside of the DCEU, but then they keep coming back to the DCEU. This is going to force their hand. Either acknowledge we're done with the DCEU and piss a bunch of people off, or let them finish it and just say fuck it, just do it. And still,
let's wait. Whoa. We got to pump the brakes a little bit because it's too early for all of that. Once the Flash movie comes out and they do whatever version of Flashpoint that they're trying to do, at that point, the humans will see what matters and what doesn't. That is like that. That's that mystery spot. It really is.
Yeah,
and
but I think they want him to do the second part again. If they end Justice League, the Snyder Cut first part, and it's the way that a lot of things I'm reading it says it's going to be. If it is like that, then, and he's already saying he has a second half of this movie, or this 2-part movie. On top of he says he was ready for Man of Steel 2. I think he's going to get at least 3 more movies after this, and then they'll talk about the Flash movie. Because I don't think Ezra Miller is going to be in the Flash. I think that we're ways away from a Flashpoint.
I think we're a ways away from it too. Yeah, I do. I think we're a ways away from it.
What are you gonna say, LDG? And then we're gonna close.
So real quick, right? Everything works. What runs corporations right now, right? Besides money, analytics. It's all about the analytics. And the Snyder Cut Snyder's Cut has dropped dramatically since the original push that came out. And this is, like I said, so this is what we're looking at right here. That big mountain hill that you see right here. I don't know if it's going to see my mouse. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. So that big hill you see, that's when the leak happened. So you can see that there was before that big mountain hill that you see, that was the average SEO rankings for the terms Justice League, Snyder, and Snyder Cut. Okay, 3 separate terms. So I think that the question is, was this leak on purpose? Possibly, because here is right here. Pow! Look at that. That big hill I showed you doesn't even register when I change it to the last 30 days. So this definitely looks like this might have been an attempt to increase the freaking analytics as a whole, to raise the bar, because that bar had dropped dramatically since the last 30 days back in February. Was that February 15th when it was skyrocket huge?
You know, I've noticed that too on Pickles, because every time I see the official Snyder Cut Twitter handle tweet their promo videos, they get maybe a couple thousand views on that, and that's it.
I think that's what this is. What they wanted to do is raise the analytics for the Snyder's Cut right before the movie comes out, actually releases, to generate more hype, to generate and they somewhat succeeded. You notice when after that big hill came down, it was higher than when it was before the leak happened. So they somewhat succeeded. But if you compare it to the original hype, it is still not even close to what it was before.
I know Randy Rainbow gets more hits than Snyder right now.
What happens? What always happens? Marvel always seems to find a way. If DC takes 2 steps, Warner Brothers takes 2 steps, Marvel do something. The doggone kind of put a fire extinguisher on their momentum because WandaVision sucked all the life out of the Snyder Cut thing. And if they're not too careful, they ain't 16 sharp. They're gonna come out on the 18th, and then Falcon and Winter Soldier gonna do the same thing, suck out some of that momentum. So Kevin Feige know what he's doing.
Kevin Feige is a genius because this guy already said, number one, that he's a fan of DC. He said that the MCU, the inspiration for it is the Christopher Reeve Superman movie. So this guy is a fan of DC. He's come out and said that many times, despite what humans will tell you.
Good movie, bad
So
science.
when you look at that, DC has done the multiverse first, and then now Marvel is doing their multiverse. It's like the difference being is that DC, when they do something, it's all about, humans. They got their arms crossed. They turn their lip up at DC. Oh, they got to prove to me, blah, blah, blah. Versus Marvel, they already have the automatic already, right? Because even like with the first 3 episodes of WandaVision, you had humans like, I'm not feeling this, but it's still great. I'm like, what kind of backstepping shit is that? I'm like, it's either good or it's not. So it gets the benefit of the doubt all the time. So DC, whenever they come out with a show or movie, regardless of how much momentum is behind their projects, it's always looked upon as like, yo, this shit better be good kind of stuff. And they have to nail it every time.
If I was them, I would have moved my show either a week or 2 behind because debuting the day before a Marvel property, I don't think is wise.
It depends, man. It depends on how good it is.
Wait a minute. Okay, so Falcon and the Winter Soldier is coming out. What is it? The 18th or the 19th?
The 19th.
Okay, that morning though. So right after this is going to come out, then that's going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you say you would have pushed it aside. Like I said, a few months ago when they announced that these movies would be released on HBO Max and in the theaters, they had already scheduled them out. Right then, that's when they scheduled them out and said, this is when we're going to do this, this is when we're going to do this, we're going to do this. What happened is, notice, we did not have a definitive date for Falcon and the Winter Soldier until you heard about when Justice League was coming out. And then they jumped on and said, hey, we're coming out on the 19th. Because, I mean, I don't think that's coincidence. I think exactly what you guys
They've always competed against each other.
Feige is saying, fine, release that and watch what I do.
Smart
because
marketing.
my thing is going to be every week. But again, I do think that's proof that this again is something that was done by Warner Brothers.
Real quick,
I would have broken it up into 2 parts, give a little bit more staying power. Because
But you know the sneaky stuff that Marvel does, right? Like, Batman v Superman when it was coming out, right? There was no damn Civil War. But see, the genius of Kevin Feige went, how can we combat the 2 best superheroes of all time? We use a bunch of ours and we do Civil War. That's how you counteract that. And guess what? Civil War was a better movie because over there they just did a bunch of silly shit with Batman and Superman. It was a wasted, unfortunate opportunity. So that's the genius. Kevin Feige, he sees, oh, damn, they got the Arrowverse. They're doing the multiverse over here. Well, let's do ours. And then I have a feeling that ours are going to be better and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, it's all about the execution. You always want your stuff to be on point.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a lot like WWE and WCW, right? And MCU right now is basically freaking WWE with the WrestleMania shit. That's the way I see it right now. And and DC's just trying to keep up. And you think DC's trying to copy Marvel, but really it's just Marvel outdoing DC at their own game.
Right.
That being said,
DC.
I had one question. When it said an hour, was it exactly 1 hour?
I don't know.
That is an important question. Was it an even number though? Like was it like a .00? Was it like times? Like only a computer would stop it at 1 hour or 1 hour and 30 minutes exactly.
Part 1 was fully aired. That's all I know. I don't know how long it was.
But you see,
part 1 was fully aired. Okay.
Yes, that's the first hour.
Because
part 1
because it's in chapters, right? So the first
in chapters. So they played the full.
Yeah.
So it wasn't an interruption like when Wanda came out of the bubble. It was please stand by, like we just effed up kind of thing. It was they released the whole first chapter and everybody got to see the full chapter. There was no emergency stop of the stream. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was like an emergency stop of the stream. Someone called in and said, "Mayday, Mayday, stop now!"
If it did stop, then that means it was an accidental leak, but it wasn't stopped.
This is what this is like. Let's just play this out. The control of HBO Max. What? Yeah, I know it's playing. Tom and Jerry. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Let me wait. Just say. Oh yeah. Wait. Hold on. Let me put you on hold. I got another call. Hold on. Yeah.
Well,
dude,
because
no. Moose on port. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks. Moose.
All right.
Yeah. Moose shoe pork. Here. Hold on. I gotta get back to this call. Hold on.
Moose shoe pork.
Do what? Oh, you want me to stop it? I mean, it's got 10 minutes left until the first part's done. Oh, okay. So just leave it, and then we'll read. Okay, cool.
Right.
I'll take care of it afterwards. Thanks. All right, bye.
For those of you asking, could they have stopped it? And from an IT point of things, this is what would have happened.
Yes.
My phone would have rang. Is that, dude? Damn, Snyder Cut's playing right now. I need you to stop it right now.
Cut the feed.
Right?
Yeah, cut
no,
the feed.
you can't cut the feed. It doesn't work like that. It's like I said, it's not like back in the day where you had something actually running and you hit stop. So I would have gotten if it was that important. Obviously, they knew it was playing. I'm gonna say they knew within the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
5
minutes.
minutes.
I feel like they knew within the first second.
Maybe within the first second, but I'm giving them a little bit of 15 minutes.
Oh boy.
100%, because then you got to call people, right? You got to call who's in charge, and they got to call and whatever. So I'd say by the first 15 minutes, the full company realized that Snyder's Cut was playing on Tom and Jerry. Okay, then the IT guy would have gotten a phone call. I need you to stop this now. Okay, then I would have to go onto the primary server that feeds the subservers in the deep web, and I would have to remove the permissions so nobody has permission to watch it, giving a dead stop, access denied error. Okay, that's how they would have had to have stopped it. That would have taken me a total of 5 minutes to do.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm not going to trust none of these damn critics because most of them, they already have their mind made up with how they're going to critique certain movies and shows. It's fucking bullshit. I see right through it, right? Even though a lot of humans don't. So I'm just like, when it comes to this fucking Snyder Cut, I don't give a damn what anybody says. I'm like, when Terrence sees it, Terrence will then think for himself, especially if I know you have these humans out there. They already got their mind made up that it's going to be bad. I'm like, well, then no matter what they do, it's not going to be fucking good if that's how you're thinking. That's not fair. So I like to be fair when it comes to talking about anything, which is why I can do that with Marvel and DC. I love Marvel and DC, so I can be fair when I'm like, nah, they didn't do what I want. Nah, like I'm not going to just accept it and call it great just because it exists if it's not, or if it's mediocre or whatever it is. I'm just like, that's bullshit. So I'm like, I'm going to wait and I'm going to watch it. But see, Kevin Feige is also going to watch it if he hasn't already seen it. And if he's already seen it, he knows what he's going to do. And it's just like, that's the thing. I'm like, see, Warner Brothers, you guys just need to agree, right? You need to go down to a vote. If you got half over here going, no, we kill Superman. The other half is like, no, we leave him alive. I'm like, y'all are some stupid motherfuckers. You need to be on the same page. This will help things flow better.
They've never been on the same page. That has been the
I know, but that's part of the issue, right? Because Kevin Feige said if they get Superman right, it's going to help everything else out. He's already said that. And that's what I've been saying for so many years. I'm like, you have to get your main Trinity right. You have to get Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman right. You have to. You do not forego them to do all this fucking inclusion shit. You need to get your main people right first, and then you expand. You have to, because if you don't,
with all due respect, with all due respect, I would say there's 5. You have to include Green Lantern and Flash, man, and even Aquaman. I mean, the Justice League is where they should be focusing.
But they call it the DC Trinity for a reason. That's Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I got you.
We're gonna close it up, guys, because I got another scene to run. It was a great show, man. Wish I could go longer on the topic, but Chris got to run too, and Danny got to go. So we're gonna run through your channels one last time before we close it out. Great show, guys. Love the conversation, man. Y'all did great today. Danny, tell the people about your channel, sir.
I am Danny, AKA Comic Chat. 1/4 of the Chaos crew. I enjoyed the conversation tonight. Sorry I came in late, but as always, it's a very good topic, very good show. I'm glad to be a part of the team, and can't wait till next week.
That's right, Danny. You're a part of the team, and if you come late again, you're fired.
You're tried. Fired back.
Don't I make all final decisions? Hey,
Yeah,
what-
so says the boss. See what I say about this ego? Like, what, holy crap, dude!
No. I make final decisions around here. Just remember that.
Grand champion. Chris,
Anzo, are you sure you want to
Democracy,
fire?
man.
Are you sure you want to fire Danny Anzo? I feel like he's gonna show up like Sylvester Stallone did in Cobra and shit. Just
Yeah, I'm
like,
not
man.
sure. I've seen a couple of videos from Danny. I'm not sure I want to fire him. Chris Knight, tell the people about your channel, sir.
Yeah, Real Review 3000, of course, here, Chaos Central, where we're starting next week. Everything for Chaos Central will be over on Chaos Central. So if you are not yet subscribed, please go over to Chaos Central, youtube.com/Chaos Central. Really simple to find. Sub, and we're going to start really ripping it up over there. I know that when I move my show over there, I'm wanting to get edgy on my stuff because, yeah, that's just what I want to do. So, but I'll be back to hopefully doing everything that I'd like to get done on my channel next week.
No.
Tomorrow
OnlyFans.
I'll have no.
OnlyFans.
No, we don't want to see that.
Tomorrow I will have a new Unmasking the Masked Singer kickoff season 5. So if you're into that show, check it out.
Have you entered the contest to win money, Chris?
No, because I don't care. Because what's the point?
6 guesses. Out of 6 guesses, you win get to drawing to win cash. Okay.
Gashka, you're up.
Yeah, Chaos Central, subscribe. That's where you'll find me for now until my PC gets back up and running. And yeah, thanks you for having me. Pleasure, man.
LDG said if anybody wants to hang out backstage, there's the link. LDG, talk about your channel, sir.
LDG Pixels, guys, here to help you with the support channel. Any tech questions, computer tune-ups help. Your computer is not running.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, or just need somebody who knows what they're doing. Come hit me up. And Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica, waiting room, watch parties, the whole 9 yards, guys. Hanging out with the community, having fun, and that link for the StreamYards if you guys want to hang out. The best stream that happens offline. Just open community chat, guys, just to hang out and chill. Great show today, guys. Good stuff.
Thank you. And if I didn't have to go, I would have phantom zoned your ass for looking at us like that. Terrence, you're up.
Yo, what's up, humans? It's Terrence. You can find me on Anzo's channel from time to time, and then Danny on Comic Chat, and then my channel, T-Virus Terrence. There's a lot of shit over there. I like to talk, and I never, ever run out of stuff to say. I can talk forever, and also back it up with information and so on and so on. So, I feel like these things are important, and, my point of view on things can sometimes, get humans to give these little turn the lip up kind of reactions. But at the same time, they feel like they too curious to turn away. They're like, all right, let's hear what T got to say. So, if you have an open mind and, you want to have a sense of variety, that's what T-Virus Terrence is. There's a lot of stuff over there. I'm not afraid to do or talk about anything. And when I tell you that I speak my mind, it absolutely means that. There's no holding back, none of that shit. You will get the real over there as I enjoy what I do. And I feel like that's more important than anything else, that, if you're going to be a content creator, you might as well have fun doing it. That's Absolutely. How I feel.
And just make sure you guys check out his channel if you haven't already. It's a great channel. And be prepared. The OnlyFans is coming, bro. Just watch out. It's coming.
Yeah. The OnlyFans, I feel like, there might be enough humans that want to see Terrence with the dick hanging out and stuff. So, you never know what's going to be coming.
Elihu, you're next.
Oh, okay. So I'll check my head at the image out.
Thanks.
Okay. Thanks for the image, man. I'm Elihu-Who. I can be found everywhere and nowhere at the same time except on the Only channel. But I can be found specifically at 12 noon Wednesdays. My show called What's Up with the Universe, where we talk astronomy, science, astrophysics. Yes, all the science stuff, just like magic, but real. Tomorrow, talking about black holes. So, hope you tune in.
Excellent. And once again, appreciate everybody that came and hung out with us today. You know, this panel gave some great topics, great conversation today. You know, there wasn't a dull moment, and this is how I like to have my streams, man. Terrence, thank you for dropping by once again. I do appreciate that, man.
Oh, no problem, brother. No problem.
Bye, Danny.
Can't say it enough that I do appreciate everybody that's supporting me. The subs keep going up, so I'm happy about that, man. And guys, like I said, peace out, respect and love. I will always have nothing but respect for the people in the chat, people that support me, and the people on my channel. So,
Anzo, real quick, man. Real quick. Just gonna take 1 second. I gotta ask you this on air.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you don't want to do 10 more hours?
You know what?
Don't worry, Terrence, with it.
That's right.
Thank
Terrence.
you.
You ain't never got a Phantom Zone before, so this is your first time. No, I do not want to do a motherfucking 10-hour stream. And every time LDG opens up his mic and interrupts my Phantom Zone, he's going in that motherfucker too.
I feel better. He's in the Phantom Zone today. I feel better, man. I feel so much better.
Was that his first? I thought that was his second. Was that officially his cherry pop?
That was officially Terrence Cherry's pop. Peace out, guys.
But you guys know.
Don't sign.
No, I was saying you guys know that I respect everybody on the panel, so I appreciate you all. Yeah.
Absolutely, and you're not a part of the team until you get a Phantom Zone, brother. Peace.
Yeah, I couldn't make you go by yourself, man. Peace.
Yeah.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.